Amnesia. Most people look at the Great Pyramid and see a tomb. I looked at the GPS coordinates and I found a crime scene. You have been told that human history is a straight line of progress, rising from primitive caves to the high-tech glory of the 21st century. You were lied to. I have found a mathematical glitch at the center of the world. That proves we are actually living through a great reset of human intelligence. You aren't just holding a phone. You are holding the chains of an industrial cemetery. The amnesia ends now. I used to believe the textbooks. I used to think the Great Pyramid was just a mountain of stone built for a dead king. But 3 months ago, I started cross-referencing 20th century archaeological logs with modern satellite geodesy, and what I found is a glitch in our reality so massive, it should have stopped the world. We are being lied to by the high priests of history, an institutional amnesia designed to keep you blind to your own biological power. Look at the device you are holding. It's running on a battery that dies every day. You pay a monthly tax for light. You are a prisoner of a wire. AI and modern technology are taking our jobs, taking our minds, and replacing the human spirit with a digital ghost. We are being replaced because we have forgotten our foundation. But while I was digging through the archives, I found a blueprint that proves we were never meant to live this way. I found a mathematical containment that the high priests of history refused to explain. I spent 12 hours calculating the probability, and the result is 1 in a billion. The Great Pyramid is the only structure on Earth that anchors the speed of light within its own physical footprint. At the precise latitude of 20-9-9-7-9-2-4-5-8 degrees north, the stone contains the cosmic limit of 299,792,458 meters per second. This vector doesn't just pass through the stone. It strikes the precise center of the north face, the original entrance to the machine. They didn't just know the speed of light. They used it as the digital signature for the front door. We didn't invent the meter to measure the Earth. We discovered the meter because it was already encoded in the stone foundation we forgot we had. Today, as a researcher striving to restore humanity to its rightful place, I am dismantling the tomb myth. Today, we reclaim our energetic sovereignty. I've looked through a century of excavation logs, and the hole in the narrative is massive. In the Great Pyramid, there are no mummies. There are no hieroglyphs of death, no funeral art. While the smaller pyramids nearby are merely tombstone copies, built by later kings who had lost the technology, the Great Pyramid of Giza is a high-frequency power plant. I cross-referenced the mineralogy of the king's chamber and found it is made of red granite, containing 55% quartz crystal. The 70-ton granite blocks above the chamber are physically priming the crystal through static load. But the static weight is only the beginning. When the Nile's hydraulic pulse hits this structure, it triggers the piezoelectric effect, creating a stone battery that never stops vibrating. It's not a house for the dead. It's a stone resonator tuned to the Earth's own heartbeat. But my research went deeper into the geodetic heart of the planet. I discovered the Earth-scale glitch. I compared the dimensions of the pyramid to the dimensions of our planet. If you multiply the height of the pyramid by 40-3-1000-200, you get the exact polar radius of the Earth. If you multiply the perimeter of the base by the same number, you get the equatorial circumference. Why 40-3-1000-2-100? Because that is the mathematical constant of the precession of the equinoxes, the 26,000-year cycle of the stars. They didn't just know the Earth was round. They knew its exact size and its pulse in the galaxy. They built a 1-40-3-1000-200 scale model of the Earth in stone. This proves they had a perfect map of the entire planet thousands of years before we had satellites. In fact, if you take the total landmass of the entire Earth and find the exact geographical center, it falls precisely where the Great Pyramid stands. While performing a forensic reanalysis of the robotic exploration logs, I found the chemical fingerprint of Maser technology. Independent forensic analysis of the Queen's chamber shafts revealed traces of zinc and dilute hydrochloric acid. These are not burial materials. They are the components required to produce hydrogen gas for electromagnetic radiation. They were using the underground aquifers of the Nile to create a hydraulic pulse, vibrating the entire structure at the frequency of the Earth's own heartbeat, 7.8-3 Hertz. The Schumann resonance. They lived in an era of absolute abundance while we fight for scraps in an industrial cemetery. Tesla was trying to give the world wireless energy in 1901. The architects of Africa actually did it 4,500 years ago. We celebrate our smart grids and our artificial intelligence, but the data shows we are merely ghosts in a machine that is running out of time. The ancients were masters of a technology that enhanced the human mind instead of replacing it. I've been standing in the shadows of these structures, and I can feel the vibration returning. The amnesia is breaking. My research confirms the king's chamber is tuned perfectly to 432 Hertz, the frequency of the soul. This wasn't a room for prayer. It was a neural upgrade station. It was built to synchronize the human nervous system with the heartbeat of the Earth. When your mind is in sync with the planet, the future is not a mystery, it is a blueprint. I'm inviting you to stop being a consumer of the lie. I'm inviting you to become an architect of the truth. This is Foundation Earth, and I am a researcher who will not stop until humanity is restored. We are traversing 7 continents to resurrect the truths that were hidden in plain sight. If you are a seeker of wisdom and a lover of humanity, I need you to hit that subscribe button right now. Join this tribe of seekers before the digital cemetery becomes permanent. We are 2 million strong and rising. We are reclaiming the stone foundation of our ancestors. We are moving from the energy of Egypt to the time math of the Maya and the neural supercomputers of Australia. It is time to wake up. It is time to return to the rhythm. Rebuild your foundation and feel the pulse, because I found the truth. And now you have it too. Rebuild your foundation.